Hello, you are welcome to another edition of the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. We're broadcasting live from our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Teshie here in Accra. I am Charles Osukumi. Coming up. NDC holds final rally in Nima ahead of Tuesday's Ayawasu East by-election.
I know he's an experienced politician and he will be able to do something good for the Nima population.
Also coming up, rising violence at senior high school sports events sparks nationwide concern.
For us to give our learners these platforms and opportunities and to see some of them turn these platforms into avenues of violence and abuses. It's quite disturbing, quite alarming. Than Education Service, we are extremely disappointed in the students.
Traders call for action as JICA-funded Sanitation Road project stalls in Kumasi.
No move 2 years. Ni say adechi ya move twisu ni ade. Asa na nimre mo so mani was can you want ube 2 obi a etu ye 1 month 1 week. Obi am be ye hwe wo ha. Say 1 month 1 week ko ni amunye 2 years. Oso so say movie asfa no. Asa ma bat. Can say for mu 2 years ah.
And later, 2026 Heritage Caravan takes off with patrons headed to the eastern region on day 1 of the 8-day road trip.
Yeah.
Is it your first time on a caravan?
Yes, my first time.
How is it going?
So far, I'm so excited.
Good, eh?
Yes.
Right.
I couldn't sleep. I was just waiting for the time to click so that I could get up and come.
Grateful to you for your time here on the Channel 1 Newsroom. Let's now get into the details of the bulletin, and we begin with politics, the upcoming Ayawasu East by-election. The National Democratic Congress is holding its final rally ahead of Tuesday's by-election, expressing confidence of victory. Now, hundreds of supporters and party executives have gathered in the constituency to outline their vision and urged residents to vote NDC. Well, let's now go live to the rally grounds in Nima and speak to our correspondent, Daniel Sakite. Good evening to you, Sakite. Thank you for joining us. Describe the atmosphere in Nima for us. Hello, Sakite. If you can hear me, I'm asking you to describe the atmosphere in Nima as the NDC holds its final rally ahead of Tuesday's by-election. Well, looks like we're having some difficulties with the line to Sakite, but earlier he spoke to some of the residents in Nima, asked them about how they feel about the contestants going into that particular election. Let's now hear them.
Ayawasu East deserves minister because this seat is for NDC. We want development. Our youth need work. Our women, and we want new markets in our constituency.
I know he's an experienced politician and he will be able to do something good for the Nima population. Being a lawyer, I think it's a plus for him, you see, because all those we've had in the past, even though they've played their part well, there are more things to be done. And so if we have somebody in the person of Gabajama who is experienced politician and then a lawyer, I believe is going to help the people of this constituency.
No brainer. I mean, Baba Jama is a household name. Not even
NDC, Nima, but he's somebody that they look up to and follow. And I remember when I wasn't really into politics, he's somebody I was following and monitoring. And here he is today. We need to give him all the support that we can to not only retain the seat, but to send a strong signal that the reset is ongoing. So it's a referendum of sorts. We need to really push, rally around him, and make sure we retain the seat, and of course get bigger numbers. That's why I'm here.
Ayawasu East deserve minister because this seat is for NDC. We want development. Our youth need work. Our women, and we want new markets in our constituency.
I know he's an experienced politician, and he will be able to do something good for the Nima population. Being a lawyer, I think, is a plus for him. You see, because all those we've had in the past, even though they've played their part well.
Oh, those were some supporters of the NDC currently in Nima, where the party is holding its final rally ahead of Tuesday's by-election. The NDC's candidate is Baba Jamal. He's an experienced politician, and his campaign manager is currently joining us in studio to discuss the candidate and the by-election coming up. Good evening to you, Baba Alaji. Thank you for joining us here on the Channel One Newsroom. I mean, we know that this is an NDC seat, but it looks like you are not leaving any stone unturned.
Yes, obviously we are not leaving any stone unturned because, you know, normally in the by-elections, the turnouts are normally low. So we just have to whip up the interest so that people will come out in their numbers to vote. So that is the reason why we took the election, the by-election, very serious and entered everywhere a vote is to ensure they will come out and vote come Tuesday. Right.
Now, has the party and the candidate put behind you the controversies that surrounded the internal primaries?
Yes, it has been put behind us because the party has formed a committee. Committee submitted its report, and the FEC, in its wisdom, has taken a decision, and the decision is that Baba Jamal remain the candidate of the party, and inshallah, Tuesday he is going to be elected to represent the good people of East Ayawasu. Yes.
I know that the Aja, Baba Jamal's closest contender in the internal primaries, has come to him, even made some donations to him.
Yes.
What do you make of the support that she's giving to Baba Jamal, and how important is this?
Well, it is so important because it bridges a bridge of this unity among contestants. And as we speak now, all the 5 candidates are rallying under the umbrella of the party. The 4 of them are rally supports to the His Excellency Baba Jamal to be emerged the winner. And it's so important in every election to have all the candidates you contested with rallying behind you in an election. So it is a very good news to us.
And he's also getting support from Akwatia, where he was once MP. I know the current Akwatia MP has also made some donations to him.
Yes. At least the man has lived with them. The current member of parliament for Akwatia constituency was one of product of Baba Jamal whilst he was an MP in Akwatia.
Okay.
Together with the chief executive, the district chief executive, and the constituency chairman. So as we speak right now, the entire constituency executive and its MP and the divisional district chief executives are all here in Akwatia, ensuring that at least what Baba Jamal impacted on them they will come also to show their support, so that the good people of East Ayawasu will know that indeed Baba Jamal was never rejected from the good people of Akwatia.
But what has been his cardinal message to the people of Ayawasu East?
Well, his message is to transform the community, to rebrand the community, because many are those who, when they hear the name NEMA, it is associated with the violent community. Baba Jamal wants to rebrand that to give the NEMA a good image. Again, to those of us who are in the community, NEMA is one of the safest places you can live on. You go, at least if you want this statistics, you can go to the NEMA police command to ask this statistics. NEMA is one of the peaceful environment that you can live on. Looking at the land side and the number of people who are in the community, obviously there may be one or two. That is what His Excellency Baba Jamal is coming to rebrand, to sell to the entire country. Again, youth unemployment is one of the biggest challenge of the community, and His Excellency Baba Jamal is working towards addressing it. Nima market is one of the major markets in Accra and is undeveloped. And His Excellency Baba Jamal has promised to ensure that we will get an investors who will come and develop the market and build an underground car parking where we can bury about 1,500 cars to decongest the on-street parking on the Nima highway. These are some of the messages that His Excellency Baba Jamal.
Where is he going to get the land to build this?
Well, Nima has market. There's a market there. What we need to do is to talk to the original owners, to sell the idea and to ensure we have their buy-in. Then government can take it off from there to ensure at least the market is properly constructed.
All right. Alhaji, hold on for me briefly. We'll come back and discuss Baba Jamal's message to the people of Ayawasu East. But Daniel Sakite is currently standing by at the rally grounds, and he's joining us live. Sakite, if you can hear me, I was asking earlier about the atmosphere there in Nima, just 2 days ahead of that crucial by-election.
Right, Charles. So I'm coming to you live from the St. Kizito RNC Basic School, where the final rally of Baba Jamal is happening. Currently, the atmosphere is very charged. We see party supporters who are gradually trooping in. We have been engaging some of them who say they are very confident about victory in the by-election on March 3rd. But so far, we have not spotted any national party official, but we have just seen a few of the constituency executives around who are very much excited about today's final rally, and they say this is just a rally that is going to ensure that victory will be achieved on March 3rd.
You just mentioned that you've not seen any national officers yet. Have you noticed any members of parliament from the NDC side? We know that the majority caucus initially called for the annulment of the internal primaries. Have you seen any of them there at the rally?
Charles, please, can you repeat your question?
If you have noticed any of the members of the NDC caucus in Parliament?
Right. The final rally was initially advertised to start at 7 p.m., but at present, the activities for the main rally has not started, and I have not spotted any NDC MPs around to engage. But what the announcer has been saying is that they are expecting the national chairman of the NDC to be present. That's in the person of Johnson Esiedun Ketia. They are also expecting the chief of staff, Julius Debra, to also make his way to this rally ground. And so we are expecting a number of party stalwarts as well, but at present, no NDC member of parliament has made the way here. We have only spotted some appointees. We have spotted, for example, the Director General of the National Sports Authority, that's in the person of Yao Ampofo Ankra, who has been around, and he's just been engaging the party supporters on ground, and rallying them to continue to campaign for Honorable Baba Jamal to win the primaries slated for March 3rd.
Thank you very much. Daniel Sakite is my colleague here in the Channel One newsroom, reporting from Nima, where the NDC is currently holding its final rally ahead of Tuesday's by-election there in Ayawasu East. Baba Alaji is still here in the studio with us. He is an aide to Baba Jamal. What's the relationship between Baba Jamal and the NDC caucus in Parliament?
Well, I must say cordial. They have a very cordial relationship.
Is he hurt that they initially called for the annulment of the internal?
Well, what I can see is that Baba Jamal did not deserve what they did, because some of them came to Parliament through by-elections, and Baba Jamal has been a pillar in any by-elections that NDC organized. So for that matter, yes, Baba Jamal did not deserve what they did to him. More especially when it comes to our internal election, both NDC and MPP, we have this thing that we all have to fight and address it.
Okay.
Instead of sounding as if we are the saints. Can you ask any member of parliament to tell you that he has never given anything before he came to parliament? You understand? So that hypocritical standard he took, honestly speaking, some of us who were very close to him, we were hurt about it because we knew the kind of relationship he had with them.
Okay.
You understand? So for that matter, I can say Baba Jamal didn't deserve what they did to him.
Okay. Finally, before you go, there is talk on social media that usually before by-elections, you see some developmental projects being done in the constituency. We've not seen anything like that in Ayawasu East. Someone mentioned that the only thing Ayawasu East people got was Basintale and his 5,000 men running around in the community yesterday.
Yes, honestly speaking, myself, I was so happy when we did not come to deceive people in the name of by-election. At least let the natural development come to the good people of East Ayawasu. You get my point.
Are you taking them for granted? I mean, it's
no, not to take them for granted, but don't you think it's an insult to wait until by-election before you come and be asphalting roads? Don't you think it's an insult? You understand? At least let the natural development come to them. Right. Instead of that artificial by-election where you wake up in the night, in the morning, and your road has been asphalted. No. The development of East Ayawasu needs proper planning together with the community members, the chiefs. Let us address what we need in the community, not what the political authority may think about the community. So by-elections projects are what the political authority think about the project, the community. But let's finish with the by-election. We have our solid leader who is a tried and tested. He goes to the presidency and lobby the project that we need for the community.
All right. Thank you very much, Baba Alaji. Baba Alaji is campaign manager for Baba Jamal. He is the NDC candidate for the Ayawasu East by-election coming up this very Tuesday. Join us here on Channel One TV and also on City FM and on all our social media platforms as we bring you comprehensive coverage of that by-election. Let's move on away from Ayawasu East and its matters. A surge in violence at senior high school sporting events across Ghana has sparked nationwide concern. Now, recent clashes in Agunaswedru, Cape Coast and Kumasi have left several students injured, prompting arrests and the suspension of some inter-school competitions. Channel One News' Melody Fafa-Potufe explores this recurring phenomenon and how it can be eradicated in the following report.
Inter-school sporting competitions, traditionally a platform for talent and sportsmanship, have in recent weeks been overshadowed by violent confrontations. At the district school's athletics games in Agunasweju on 19th February, rivalry between Obretre Senior High Technical School and Sweju School of Business reportedly escalated into a violent clash. One student was hospitalized after being pelted with stones and beaten. The Ghana Police Service has since arrested at least 3 students captured in circulating videos. In response, the Ghana Education Service suspended zonal sporting activities in the central region. The following day, 6 students from Agri Memorial Senior High School were arrested for allegedly assaulting and robbing a final year student of Adisador College after a sports festival at the Cape Coast Stadium. The victims suffered serious facial injuries. In Kumasi, 6 students from Islamic Senior High School were also arrested for allegedly stoning Kumasi High School students at the Babayara Sports Stadium during the Ashanti Regional Super Zonals. Experts say the recurring violence reflects deeper social and behavioral challenges. A social psychologist at the University of Ghana, Dr. C.B. Wiafia Kenteng, says aggressive group behavior can be fueled by peer influence and the amplification of incidents on social media.
Young people meet in their numbers, and not only young people, it can also apply to older people. When they meet and they begin to engage in competition, there's the tendency for others to try to outdo in whatever way. And there's this principle in psychology about suggestivity and all that. So when people, especially for young people, they want to see who is more, in quotes, deviant, who can engage in certain behaviors that others have not. And because they are in a group, when one does it, it suggests to the other that is in vogue.
The Ghana Education Service has expressed disappointment, describing the violence as a distortion of programs meant to nurture discipline and talent.
For us to give our learners these platforms and opportunities, and to see some of them turn these platforms into avenues of violence and abuses, it's quite disturbing, quite alarming. Ghana Education Service, we are extremely disappointed in the students. We are dissatisfied with their conduct.
Spokesperson for the GES, Daniel Fenyi, says parents must play a stronger role in shaping behavior, arguing that discipline cannot rest solely with schools.
We believe that our parents may have to be a bit more intentional about how they groom their children. We believe if the parents are intentional about what their children watch, the companies their children keep, when their children go out and come in the house, and general parental responsibility, we believe if parents are able to do that, it will help.
He also points to systemic weaknesses, noting that limited supervision at large events may contribute to breakdowns in order.
We may not have recorded the act to the extent we recorded. So, for example, we admitted, or the school leadership admitted, that maybe there should have been more teachers on the fields. But you realize when it comes to school games, not many teachers go to the field and all that, because they are more interested in the classroom activity, the teaching and learning and all that.
As parents, most of us probably don't learn even to become parents. We are just of age, we marry, we give birth, and if the type of child upbringing practices or style that our parents give us, if we like it, we tend to implement it the same. If we don't, we probably change it. Only few people make few changes, but each generation is different.
The General Secretary of the PTA Council, Raphael Gapson, believes greater parental involvement in shaping and enforcing student codes of conduct is essential.
We believe that government must collaborate with the PTA through the National Council of Parents Association for us to look at what is in that code of conduct for students and ask us to also bring our inputs on board. And the two bodies must sign onto it and agree on the best modus operandi.
He adds that the law must take its course when minors are found culpable.
If you are a minor and you do things, we cannot just say because you are a minor, we can allow you to have your way around it. I believe that if you are a minor, you do something which is not, which is creating societal tension and affecting all of us. Within the law, what is meant for you must be given to you.
There seems to be a situation where teachers seem to be handicapped in terms of disciplining our children. I am not necessarily talking about the caning and all those things during our time. That is when I say our time, when I was growing up, was at the school where most of us were scared. Even while this has been taken away, or it can be done at a limited, there are several other ways we can punish children.
The recent spate of violence serves as a stark reminder that competition without discipline can quickly spiral into chaos, raising urgent questions about how schools, parents, and authorities can restore order to student sporting events.
You are still watching the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. Still ahead. Traders call for action as JICA-funded Sanitation and Hunju Road project stalls in Kumasi. Details in a bit. Please stay with us.
As part of Heritage Month 2026, we bring you the On-Air series, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity. In week 1, the sound of our identity.
A great one from the legend himself, Charles Kojofosu.
In week 2, Our Past, Our Power.
So the African Personalities idea, first and foremost, started somewhere in the 1890s by a movement called Gonfanti Movement.
In week 3, Faces of the Nation. In week 4, What We Eat, Who We Are.
A typical Fanti palm nut soup is a United Nations soup. Yes, a United Nation soup. So you have fish in there. I will not make palm nut soup unless I have periwinkle.
The Heritage On-Air series 2026, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity will air every Monday to Thursday on 97.3 CDFM at 9 a.m. and on Channel 1 TV at 10 a.m. The Heritage On-Air series 2026 is proudly sponsored by JCB Bank, GTP, and Bethel Dental.
Yeah, welcome back. This is the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. I am Charles Osukumi. Let's now head to the Oti region. Established in 1992, the main MA Basic School has not benefited from any major government-funded infrastructure projects. Most of its classroom blocks constructed with mud have either collapsed or developed deep cracks. The remaining structures appear fragile, forcing teachers to suspend lessons whenever rain threatens. Desmond Salasiago has more.
The MA Basic School has not benefited from any major government-funded infrastructure project. Most of its classroom blocks constructed with mud have either collapsed or developed deep cracks. The remaining structures appear fragile, forcing teachers to suspend lessons whenever rain threatens. Some pupils sit on bare floors, while others crowd 3 or 4 to a desk due to a shortage of furniture. Headmaster Robert Nkon describes the situation as distressing, warning that continued use of the weakened buildings exposes staff and pupils to danger. He is appealing to government, philanthropists, and other stakeholders to intervene urgently to prevent a possible tragedy.
If you turn your eyes to the other side, you see that shed. That is the KG shed. And they are seated on the ground. The place is not floor. Nti oba primary nso a Babylon every time nso ba say empon. Ena sisi anso no we there's no walls I separate Babylon. Nti teacher we try there. We mbofra sra said the whole Babylon obi abesre. Nti e distract here. Nti ye here classroom block ama primary school no. Any KG no na adikyerɛ ni adesua no akɔnkan amae bibiacho say NGOs, government of Ghana, any other body that can help to get us classrooms at Miakura will be most grateful.
Meanwhile, the Municipal Chief Executive for Nkwanta South, Joseph Entry Awal, has called on development partners and benevolent individuals to support efforts to improve educational infrastructure in the municipality. He says sustained commitment from government and partners will be key to achieving quality and inclusive education in the area.
For project Bebre. Don't forget, say, teachers bungalow. And the account in a bit your project I did Kanagatis and so Rebecca home. Yamea don't na ye prena konya bar. And also a bit me Eddie Abanaya Babe complimentary at the Yayende. Nambum the Ekan so Baku for and sa Akuntimin Kato, Ukena Panyanko Poani. Into the Sre Ankran Crane in Nase, a buying a yana famudie, send your TBR, Nanso, you be here almost a mumboa. I'll meet me that boa bino. Not just a memoir craning Kunkatona, Kanomu here, school, dining teachers, bungalow, and the Ekaka on the Atimia boa. Nay, and Bofrananya Babi Passia at the Anatimia boa.
Pupils at the MA Basic School are calling for urgent intervention to resolve the infrastructural challenges in their school. Reporting for Channel 1 News, my name is Desmond Salasiago.
Now, back in Accra, residents along the Sanguena Strait in Teshie are raising alarm over grown heaps of waste dumped along the seashore. They warn the worsening sanitation situation poses health risks and is affecting daily life in the coastal community. Neil Okai-Setre visited the area and filed this report read by Ajubi Wiafia-Kinting.
Teshie, located in the Lejokuku municipality, is home to more than 140,000 residents, according to the 2021 population and housing census. Parts of the coastal town are now struggling with deteriorating sanitation conditions. Residents say piles of refuse along the shoreline emit a persistent stench, raising fears of possible outbreaks of sanitation-related diseases if urgent action is not taken. Some who spoke to Channel 1 News described the problem as long-standing, claiming repeated complaints to authorities have produced little response.
Teshie show na ni wo mejo ma number few phone amege baller ke feel ni bi komeni eyan number Teshie kan ba Teshie enu na mi wo te wi mu ka me go fe gidigidi what wa report wa me pi so 60 le wana no ko e ni ke na ga ni bi ya no ni amra re e ko ni na ga ni bi ya no won pa ne fai wa ni bo moden wa ge wo so ma ge fali eba won Teshie Samuel na ni wo yo je ma to nu ko e ko li la eba ma mi wa ni ko li la ni eba egbe me ge ni bi ni fon ji no ni han na ga ma ja ni bi e na ga ma ja ni bi e ba
jeme beni me ni yo je efe jeme ebe hingbe no kra ta frache wo fi oni bi pi ye je wo fi okusunjin ye je onupa afi oni ye je me ke wo ba ni fe mo ye je me bola no fe efe basa je ma me ke bola esu je na sha won na fe je ma kono ba na bola me dan no ba ya dan na ba fe kusun abo.
Others point to the absence of designated dumping sites, which they say has forced some residents to dispose of waste along the coast.
Bia ne ndo joti won we bola ne. What you are wakati radio stations can be MC, blame my MC, former MC, many bafien, what kind of magashi, ake ball at cheese, abamamush, ye, ishoy, fin, kone ake ball awum, kona aka atia, ishom. Still, nekaja almost for 20 years, naga come abamamush. Fe nagba, kwa sangone, sangwa ni yoje, na maneu.
Eko benachi obola shuo. Eko be, titri hunji, eko be. She first ko akebola chinsi match na akebola won she bia na akeko ba kura no we fi me ake no hewo.
They are appealing to the government and the local assembly to provide accessible and properly managed waste disposal facilities.
Wo mi pa Ghana fai, mi pa ma fai, mi pa see water mini bi mi pa be fai mini yo sa me kanu afeta ye mi. Kuna wa na jie bola ye shona hu kaya ka gbe Cape Coast adangbe prom gbe keni kodu wonu na che
opa committee fai ni efa wotie ekomi na madomo hia o nige magia bola na tie sure kenya na nya gadi bi ne ni ko te wiemo ne efi obe kanu mo gadi bi ne ni aba stop awo.
Meanwhile, the director of the Metro Public Health Department at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Florence Kuchi, says the assembly remains committed to addressing sanitation challenges across the metropolis.
We are pleading with everybody. AMA is not just only about the enforcement. We are also introducing the source segregation. When you segregate your waste at source, it reduces the volume of your waste. Now we are even just doing just two, wet and dry. So you separate the waste. We can connect you to recyclers. Plastic recyclers can come for it. Paper recyclers can also come for it. And you get some amount of money out of it. Even some waste collection companies, when you do source segregation, they give you a discount. So we are entreating that everybody should try to do source segregation. When you do source segregation, at the end of the day, you get something little on the waste that you have generated. Then the little that is left, you give it out for proper disposal.
Well, let's now head to the Ashanti region, where traders along the Sanitation and Hojo stretch in Kumasi are urging government to ensure the planned dual carriageway project proceeds. Weeks after being evicted to pave way for the JICA-funded expansion, construction has yet to begin, prompting some business owners to return. Channel 1 News' Ashanti regional correspondent Fatih Aminu Ibrahim reports.
5 weeks after their eviction, traders and business owners have returned to the Sanitation and Hojo stretch, operating under temporary sheds and makeshift structures. The eviction was carried out to make way for the dual carriageway project funded by the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. But with no visible construction activity on site, some traders say they had little choice but to resume operations. City authorities explained that work on the stretch will begin only after the completion of the government-funded Asqua New Road to Ahojo Runabout project. However, traders argue they could have been allowed to continue operating until actual construction commenced. Christiana Lamisi, who says she has traded in the area for more than a decade, is now running her business from a temporary structure after relocating her container.
Na omubetu ye kwa ni enim say ade chi ya omubedwisu ni ade asa na nimre mo so duma ni ho scan ni woti ubetu obi a etu ye 1 month 1 week obi am be ye hwe wo ha ntese 1 month 1 week ko ni amunye etu ye oso so dise mu wi aswa no asa ma bat keni se ko mutu ye sa ye ho po hu de won fan free ha eso so 1 month 1 week ni ni pasa e loan so na edigi ede ye adwuma etese omudwene mo amoso mu wi aswa ansa na ma betu ye ya ne etiti ewiem edwuma ni ento ade na wasa ye ne sei kwa ade ayeko na esi omutu ye no ye kwa me si de omo ye kwa me sa de chi ya me ba ha bi me ba na omadwegu na se ye hu so omo ye enso hwe ena da so tim no we betime di we 1 year 2 years kwa na da wo that's what ha me.
Others say their return is temporary and that they are prepared to vacate once work begins.
The harm is only say one for the better politics because and the MPP time be 2 years crown money be kan ho asem so be 2 years enti no say be serious no 2 years anya politics asem ya dey ready them be o me ready bia no o he kra yi container ko ya bodwa bi na wa ha to mo de machines do go as I be ko any problem bia
mo ba nyina mo tse me hu se o ba bitue o ba so a me fan se o normal e bene ho no wa sesa wa de o mu se o bitue de but o ma anya de bi se bia o mo se nipa normal bebre o mo ne kan na ade de e o se ni timi tu no ne tu afi ho nti o de se ma de ba e den nanso anya ba wi se no ya se ho den ti e bom pa se baby e kono so ra be bo me ni sika krakra na itma de ko tu sha e da wa hanga krakra ba ye yes de be ya edu si e ko baby e wona e be nya sika krakra etimi afafa e no maka krakra bia ko nti de ni om ni ewia sebre no so na se ne e ya obi an free akra obi am tena bi.
They are appealing to the government to ensure the project is not abandoned, warning that prolonged uncertainty is affecting their livelihoods.
Ekwan de e ma krombie they said o meka no so mo be gina so aya ma ya fine be se be da wa ma hwa ba bi o se kwan ba kokosoro ya akra kokrom from ECG to Krom mfuto da so ho de wonya na se obetu ama na da ho de a e na ya be se adwuma no be ya any problem bia
o man ne de pen se o man no betumpon enti se de o motuye no yesere se o mungusu no mompanya kwan no na se bia be da wo sa afi ye ne abebre o ha se no na ye ne afiri ha na afi obi abedai abehya ha na afi se de benye ebedie no na afi nipa bi na abehya enti yesere se emre no so na so mu wi asko de no meto so.
Officials of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture in the Ashanti region are stepping up efforts to attract more young people and women into farming through mechanization support. Well, the initiative aims to challenge perceptions that agriculture is overly labor-intensive while creating sustainable jobs across rural communities. Our Middle Belt Bureau Chief Hafiz Tijani has more.
At a demonstration farm at Jediako in the Central District, Abena Patricia Menu operates a push planter with ease, a contrast to the manual methods traditionally associated with farming. She is among beneficiaries of the Strengthening Access to Mechanization for Agribusinesses initiative, a component of the Youth Entrepreneurship for the Future of Food and Agriculture program. The project seeks to create employment opportunities for young people while improving farm productivity through affordable mechanization services.
No, how many days just occupy a part for Mombe Funtum was say and son or Mapitiama. But youth, yenya, Sam Fidiano. I am re am I to me petiamu. One day, so we charge what a feeding man bear. It to me a petit 1 acre a day. To say Koloa, but me as I could fear aqua charge it.
Youth in the Ashanti, Upper West, Northern, Bono East, and Northeast regions are also benefiting from the intervention which is being implemented in collaboration with the Ministry of Food and Agriculture.
The youth is a major stakeholder in the agriculture value chain. And if we don't involve the youth, it means we are taking chunk part of the population of the world out of the chain. And that is why we are all in a program, any project that is coming in to support agric and give space for the youth to get a job, that is a plus.
Officials say the project has so far reached more than 500 beneficiaries in Jediako alone, about 70% of them women.
What we are doing as a project is to connect youth to mechanization services, also train them on how to use simple tools that can generate income for themselves, and again linking them to access affordable financing.
Some beneficiaries say the introduction of handheld maize shellers and other equipment has reduced drudgery and improved efficiency.
Machine, a boy pa agra, a boy ama say yahu machine, because machine near who be that. Number 1, number 2, so say time machine be mine. Who could it trata so to 12 bless her. Who bet now can you know you bet in the week crown when you trata and man to a blue. By machine we buy a boy.
The Kumasi Institute for Tropical Agriculture says the initiative is also building technical and business capacity among participants with plans to reach over 3,000 women and youth nationwide.
Quite a lot of Ghanaian youth will have access to machines and be able to do their work in the field of agriculture. What all of us know that it is a field that is very, very laborious, and so that is one of the things that is shunning the youth away. And so when you introduce machines, it becomes easy and they are able to do it. And that is what a means, an approach through which we can attract more youth, particularly women, into doing what they want.
Supported by Agra Ghana and the MasterCard Foundation, the project has supplied push planters, handheld shellers, and fertilizer applicators to participating communities.
The introduction of modern farming methods for officials of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture in the Ashanti region is resulting in a paradigm shift for youth in agriculture in the country. Hafiz Tijani, Channel 1 News, Jediako, Teshie Central District, Ashanti region.
This is still the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV, still to come. 2026 Heritage Caravan takes off with patrons headed to the eastern region on day one of the 8-day road trip. We are back in a bit. Please don't go away.
Welcome to The Point of View. This is your favorite current affairs show here on Channel 1 Television. On The Point of View, we pick the right topics, get the right guests, and ask them relevant questions on issues that matter to you.
With the complexities of the issues happening around us on a daily basis, it's the hard-hitting conversations and the probing questions of The Point of View.
So what is the Public Account Committee's job?
So what we do is to scrutinize, clarify, and find out why certain infractions have been made.
What do these IMF programs try to do?
The current program is for budget support.
Okay.
There are no projects attached.
That teases apart the twisted entanglements of politics and governance, as well as religious and social discourse. The Point of View brings you the policymakers and duty bearers and drills down to the very bottom of issue.
What authority do you have?
The Point of View airs every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV. Feel the energy and reconnect with your roots this March at the Back to Your Village Food Festival 2026. Join us for a celebration of Ghanaian culture and cuisine from all across the country. Northern, Akan, and Southern villages will all be represented. It's more than just food. It's about culture, family, and memories that last a lifetime. Let's come together this March to discover the flavors that make us who we are. The date is 28th and 29th of March 2026. Venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. The time is 10 a.m. through till 6 p.m. each day. Interested vendors can register by calling 0205-973-973. The Back to Your Village Food Festival is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 City FM.
Thank you for staying with us. Now, it was all joy at the forecourt here at Channel 1 TV when Caravanites arrived in high anticipation of the 10th edition of the Heritage Caravan. Organized by Channel 1 TV and City FM, the 8-day tour is scheduled to run from today, March 1 to 8, 2026, covering 14 regions across the country. Channel 1 News' Umaru Sanda Amadou has a wrap of day one.
It's 365 days around the globe and the Heritage Caravan is back. It's the year 2026, 1st March, and Caravanites are arriving here at the forecourt of Channel 1 Television at Teshie in Accra. The gardens behind me will soon be filled with patrons arriving in their dozens. Over 100 people going on an 8-day trip, 4 buses, a number of utility vehicles, where we are going to sell you an experience and show you the experience called the Heritage Caravan. I am Umaru Sandamadu, and for the Channel 1 Newsroom today, I'll be speaking to patrons, speaking to drivers, speaking to organizers, and of course, hearing from all of them ahead of this very momentous, exciting, and thrilling trip of a lifetime. Join us. Well, so as you can see, the caravanites arriving, almost like in a convoy style, to dislodge their goods or their luggage. And of course, the caravanites would then be disembarking and going into the premises. Hello, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Ekia.
Ekia, what's your full name?
Anita Bakaska.
All right. Is this your first Heritage Caravan?
Yes.
How does that feel?
Well, as you can see on my face, I feel very excited. Okay. Very, very excited to be on this trip. And I can't wait to have fun.
Why do you want to go on the Heritage Caravan?
To be honest, I have been planning to join this trip for a very long time, but maybe this is my fate. So I joined this year just to experience the beautiful country we have and to have fun and to meet new people, connect.
Is there a region you have not gone to in this country?
Maha, Rich Resort.
Oh, that's where
it's on my bucket list and I want to take it. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is the day.
Well, so there you have it, the buses arriving for this 8-day journey. It promises to be exciting, it promises to be fun, and it promises to be very, very, very comfortable as well. Fully branded VIP buses that we are going on this trip with. Bus, I'm going to go on board first person, privilege to go. Yeah. Driver, good morning.
Good morning.
Everything fine?
Fine.
What's your name?
My name is John.
John. How is the trip coming? Everything fine?
By His grace.
We thank God.
Yes.
We thank God. What should we expect? Should we be very happy? Should we be very comfortable? What should we?
Yeah, let's be happy.
Yes, be happy.
Yeah.
And we wish a very safe journey, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. We look forward to that. Let me look at the buses now. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Okay. Now, I'm looking at the seats, immaculately done. So 2 on the left and 1 on the right. Yeah. I mean, for a long-legged human being, this pretty comfortable, huh? See, I can just stretch my legs as much as I can without any troubles. And reclinable, that's for the singles. And oh my God, okay. And then there are 2 seats on this side, very firm seats. Well, it's time for breakfast now, and while the Kwampa band is giving us these melodious tunes, as you tap your feet, then you'll be eating something very warm. The breakfast has been served. I'm just going to try and also see what is being. This man, the way you are pointing to the pepper, no?
I want this one.
Why do you want the green pepper, not the red pepper?
Oh, that one is more sweeter than the red one.
This is how many times you are going on this caravan?
This is the 3rd time.
This is the 3rd time. The breakfast, how is it going?
Oh, good.
Why do you keep going every year?
Oh, it's a fun. Apart from that, you get to know Ghana better. You know, there are places you cannot visit yourself, but with this trip, you get to know Ghana better and appreciate the cultural heritage we have in this country. And apart from that, too, you build a network, you get to know new people and learn a lot.
Very well. Take your kenke and enjoy. Don't add anything that will make you let us stop on the way.
Don't worry. We are not stopping on the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So he's having kenke. Let me go in and see. There are people who are having wachi and plain rice. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
I am Umar. What's your name?
I'm Jane. Erabi.
Erabi. Yeah. What do you? We are having what?
I'm having wachi.
In leaves.
In leaves.
You won't die again.
Sanda.
No, this thing. Can I wash my hand and join you?
Say again.
Can I wash my hand and join you?
Yeah, please come.
This one you have to eat with your hand. If you eat with a fork, it will be nice.
I don't want to add spoon to it.
Don't let the doctor see you. Then you eat with it.
Yeah.
Is this your first time on the caravan?
Yes, my first time.
How is it going?
So far, I'm so excited.
Good, eh?
Yes.
All
I
right.
couldn't sleep. I was just waiting for the time to click so that I could get up and come.
Great initiative, and we are fully behind it, and we commend the station for what they are doing. All of you will live here after 7 days. We hope you come back more committed to Ghana, appreciating the rich diversity of experiences that we have, and hoping that with these initiatives, more and more of us would think about Ghana as a place to also have fun.
So there are many things we do because we have to do them. We don't always enjoy what we do, but the Caravan is one of the few things we actually enjoy doing because we like meeting new people, traveling around our own country. So it's something we love. So we are so happy to do it. A couple of things. The Caravan is part of the Heritage Month. The Heritage Month. And the Heritage Month, how many years have we been doing Heritage Month? No, not Heritage Caravan, Heritage Month. 16 years. So I think it's 2010.
Well, so this is a Safari Valley Eco Resort in the Eastern region, and this is where the Caravan has made its first stop after leaving number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Teshie in Accra. And it's going to be an 8-day journey. It's too early yet, but the excitement and the fun on the buses already picking up. People are getting to know each other. There will be a lot of fun activities here. There will be a safari. There will be people who want to engage in sporting activities, tourist activities, and all of those things that come with being at this very beautiful resort. So come with us. Let's see some of the things that people are going to see and the excitement that follows here on the Channel One Newsroom. One of the exciting things we are seeing at this park, people are feeding. Yes, my brother, what's the name of this animal?
So they are called alpacas.
Alpacas?
Yes, please. So they belong to the same family as camels and llamas. So they also use spitting as their defensive mechanism.
Spitting?
Yes, please.
Explain that.
So when they feel threatened or agitated, they bring up some fluid from their rumen, which they bring out.
And spit?
Yes, and spit. And it's not poisonous, it just smells very bad. Okay. So once it's on you, you have to take several showers to get it off.
Well, so we are still on the resort and seeing very interesting things. I've just seen here the aviary and then ant cave. That sounds exciting. We're going to look at what kind of ants do they have in here and what the caravanners are going to do in reaction to this. It looks like a cave indeed. And so let's go. Feels scary and eerie. So there are miniature, or rather metallic ants crafts on the floor, indicating where we have entered, waiting to see the real ants themselves.
They are called wildebeest, and the wildebeest is a member of the antelope family. They have a large box-like head with 2 curving horns in the form of a bovine facial structure. They look like the bull, the bison, the buffalo, the yak, the moose, but they are not. The intimidating look, the scary look is for bluffing. They don't mean what they look, they are cowards.
The Heritage Caravan has just arrived at the Royal Teshie Hotel in the Eastern region, not far from Akosombo, not far from the Atimpoku Bridge. This is where the Caravanites will be spending the first night of the 8-day caravan.
Well, that will be all for this edition of the Channel One Newsroom here on Channel One TV. Do visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for more information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel One TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel One TV. Download the Channel One TV app on the Google Play Store. I'm Charles Ozukumi. Thank you for watching.
Habibi, my people, welcome to Dubai. My name is Sheikh Alkal bin Maktoum. Okay, so I am Caleb, right? Caleb Kuda is my name, and this is Beyond Borders on Channel 1 Television. We are in Dubai. So join me. Let us explore the allure, the beauty, and the reality of life and living it in Dubai through the eyes and the experiences of our compatriots.
Imagine 6 people, 10 people sharing a common room together.
If you're not chinampe, na complain there in the sense, why do I share one rooms now? It doesn't smell pleasant. Or haunting no complaints now, baby, until they fear a new tomb.
Dubai is one of the most organized, highly resourced, and well-endowed countries you would find.
You've been here for 7 months.
Yes. Without
a job.
Yeah.
How is it like?
So hard.
Tell me about it.
Struggling, renting and feeding is so hard.
Every frame per second of their lives in Dubai tells a story, and we've got it all captured right here on Beyond Borders, only on Channel 1 Television. So don't get told, don't miss out. Catch these compelling stories of Ghanaians in Dubai only on Beyond Borders on Channel 1 TV.
Beyond Borders airs every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV and is brought to you by Copen Hospitality.
In a nation full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Marusanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
Yes, I am Marusanda Amadou. This is Face to Face, and you're welcome. I say very often on the floor of Parliament that when we were in government, we got some things right, we got some things wrong. Are you still planning to go to Parliament, or you want to look at National Party office position?
No, I'll be going back to Parliament. There's an unfinished business which I need to do.
Sports has 3 legs: development, management, and promotion.
Disintegration is extreme. We do not wish that even on your worst enemy.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Marusanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.